world marks International Charity Day, the call for compassion is ringing louder in Nigeria's capital. Two women leaders, one from the humanitarian space and the other from politics, says charity is not just about giving but about restoring dignity, building peace in troubled society. International Charity Day, observed every 5th September, was inspired by the legacy of Mother Teresa, who devoted her life to the poor and vulnerable. In Abuja, Ambassador Adonimi David, Executive Director of Hope Rises Global Foundation, is echoing that message.
The reason why we are celebrating the International Charity Day 2025. This day came about because we had a very lovely soul. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace, Mother Teresa. We all know about the story of Mother Teresa, how she worked so hard for her people in India. Now, after she passed on the 5th of September 1997, after then, some people went to the United Nations in 2021, where it was decided that a day should be commemorated because of the work that she put in place while she was on earth. And then that was how this was birthed. Every 5th of September, we celebrate the International Charity Day because of a beautiful soul. So I'm calling on everyone who is out there, if this woman was able to go through all the hurdles, it didn't come easy. It doesn't really come easy, but she fought through battles, she climbed walls, she passed by the sides of the mountains, she crossed seas and rivers, and she was able to change the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Your beautiful soul to also choose the way of charity.
The message is not only coming from the NGO sector. Honorable Lovett, Councillorship candidate for City Centre Ward under People Democratic Party, says charity must be a way of life for politicians.
Being an advocate, a gender advocate, has been something I've really enjoyed doing. I must say it hasn't been easy, but I think I've been encouraged with the growth so far. And what inspired me? As a young lady, we can be easily figured or we can be easily tagged something else when it comes to the society. We can be easily sexualized, we can be tagged unserious, we can be tagged immature enough for leadership roles or positions. And I have not, as a person, I have not really been too comfortable about that. And when it comes to the political cycle, in a group of youths, when you refer to youths, the men is highly dominated by the men. Okay, take a look, for instance, now you hardly see a youth leader who is a female, but we are all youths. So he's highly dominated by the men. And when you talk about women, a gathering of women, our mothers, sometimes out of compassion, they feel like we, the young women, we are probably not ready for this responsibility, and they look at us as we are still tendered, or probably they don't want us to go through the challenges they probably went through as well. So it becomes very difficult for us to have a niche for ourselves. So we have to, that is what inspired me advocating for gender, for being a gender advocate, for young ladies' participation in politics. So we have to create a niche for ourselves. We have to make them our leaders, our mothers. We have to make them understand that we are ready for this political or leadership positions. And when you don't give someone a trial, how do you know that the person is responsible enough to do something?
The young aspirant, who is the only woman among 62 councillorship candidates in FCT, says her campaign is focused on people, not projects. She insists her priority is human capital development, empowering youth, monitoring women, and creating opportunity for community growth.
I'm the councillorship candidate for City Center Ward PDP, and I've been having so much support from my leaders, from women, from the youth as well, and we are very optimistic about the future. And by the grace of God, when I assume office, I will try my best to use my office to reach out to the youths, and something I've been very passionate about, community services, and something I love doing. So I will use that office as a more avenue to do more.
From the camps of the displaced to the ballot box, both Ambassador Ado, Mimi, David, and Honorable Lovett are using the International Charity Day to remind Nigerians that every act of kindness counts. Peter Side Rejoice, NAK reporting for the Premier News.